because there's like some things
face
going
is
on
big.
inside the fish that nobody can see. I don't know.
Is the fish making babies with your head?
The fish is doing whatever it pleases.
So yes. More chapstick.
Also, when you're breathing in the mic, it's... Why did I listen to you? That was terrifying.
It's the confidence.
Oh my god.
How did you meet the group, Miranda? How did you meet us all?
Okay. Well, let's see. Paul, I think I met you playing League of Legends with Heather and a bunch of other people. Am I correct?
That sounds right.
I think the first time that we met online, we were all playing Minecraft together.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the first time.
That was a long time ago. Like, the only reason I really remember the first time I met Heather was because it was so freaking memorable. Like,
I actually have a memorable story about how you two met, because I heard the story multiple times afterward, and it has to do with a lot of explosions on Minecraft.
Was that...
Take it from there.
Was that the time that we broke the server and what's his name got really mad at me?
We crashed Dan's Minecraft server that night. I forgot about that. I forgot that was you that I was playing with. All I know is that they were really stupid to give us all admin rights because all we did was spawn dynamite for like 30 minutes and blow a hole through the world.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, so that was a good time.
I forgot about that.
What about everybody else from the group? When did you meet everybody else? Like Ak and Zig.
Ak, I'm pretty sure was League.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty sure that was when I was a noob, and like I've been playing League for over a year, but I still hadn't hit level 30 because I didn't play enough.
That was a rough time. It's a rough time.
And then we would try to do custom games, and they're like, no, really, she's not as bad as it looks. She just doesn't play. Because you remember people would leave the games? That was hilarious.
That does sound a little bit familiar.
Because I only had like 20 games played or something like that.
Yep,
there was a lot of League being played then. That's just a blur of League times.
Spencer, how'd you meet
Spencer? Spencer I met at Parkside.
Zig
I met him and Paw. I don't know if I have a memorable story for Spencer. He was kind of quiet. Like, he's more quiet in person. But, yeah, I think I met him. I think he was playing WoW in the Paw Room on his really shitty computer where he could barely see, and he would usually die before he even knew it happened because
he was getting, like, literally 0.5 FPS while he was trying to raid.
It was, like, less than 10 frames per second.
Those were the tough times.
That's back when Paw had its own like guild going on and stuff like that in World of Warcraft, and I had no idea what it was.
Back before you were ruined by the internet.
Yeah, exactly. That's when I used to be too normal to be trusted, quote unquote, shotsman.
That's amazing. That was amazing.
Pretty.
So, do I tell the Heather story, or do you want to tell the story?
You
Heather?
can do it. You do it.
You want me to do it?
Yep.
Okay. So one day, I'm sitting in the Paw Room. I think I walked in, and she was sitting in the Paw Room. And I walked in, and I'm wearing my favorite shoes, which just happen to be, like, these obnoxious, like, bright pink, orange, blue, green DC shoes, like, high tops. They're amazing.
Do you still have them?
I'll be right back. These shoes are what started our friendship right here.
Those shoes...
And pretty much, I walk into the room just like, oh, there's somebody here I don't know, whatever. Keep walking, I'm like, hey, and she's like, oh my god, those shoes are so ugly. And I'm like, what the? I know this person and I get insulted. I'm like, what is wrong with her? And then like a few seconds later, after I process it, she's like, they're amazing. I love them. And I'm like, thank you.
How do you deal with that?
Well, it obviously
worked out okay. The only
okay.
way out of that situation is just as best friends.
I know, right?
I was also looking for something around me that signified my tastes. Then I remember I have a fish on my head.
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I'm like, welp.
Nice.
All right, let's move along to your feelings on this week in D&D and last week in D&D,
God.
since last week was your first week.
This week that we just played was my second game. So.
All right.
How did you feel about it? Give us your notes.
Well, if we're going to continue on from the story of the last time, I would say that I was questioning why the hell Mark thought it would be a good idea to try and sacrifice people that were tied up and then fight with cultists in the middle of a group of like hundreds of people that were our enemies.
Apparently that dude's like is Mark's buddy now. Like I keep getting mixed messages.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. All I know is that the start of that encounter, like before we had gotten into the camp, he was talking smack about my god because he wanted to go preach about his god of the dead or whatever. And he's talking smack, and I was like, just you wait. Talking smack, when you need some help, you're not going to get it from me. And then like 5 minutes later, he gets himself like captured and beat up, and I'm just sitting there going, life's a bitch, isn't it? I sat there and watched the whole thing just laughing. Like, I'm just like, yep. Perfect timing. So good.
That does sound a lot like your character, both in game and real life.
Yeah.
So one particular part about this week was you made some questionable interactions with Heather's character that may or may not have been sexual harassment.
Oh no, it totally was.
Enlighten us.
Blatant sexual harassment.
Blatant,
Go ahead.
helpful sexual harassment. I filled her with
think
help.
that's a thing. I don't think that we can say that.
That's why.
So, my character has a very strict policy of
Dying every fight?
calm down, you're not wrong, but I also take out like 15 people with me every fight, so it washes. So, I have a very strict policy. If someone hurts me, I will hunt them down, kill them, slaughter their family, and salt the earth. And in the previous encounter, Miranda was like fighting alongside me, like we were fine. In fact, there were things happening between her male character and my female character that could only be considered like borderline bestiality fetish.
Oh yeah, totally.
All right.
And it wasn't my fault.
Giant dragon, by the way.
Right.
Well,
I
dragon
have very high
man.
charisma. She
Dragon
can't
man.
resist my charm.
Right. Until
Big
she
old
rolled a
feet.
1 and like came through with her swing and like cut me.
Yep.
And like put my ass down on the ground. Made everything terrible. So ever since then, my character has stopped being wild by her charms. And yeah, so my character then went down. And Miranda offered to heal me. And I'm like, keep your sword away. Sorry, Carcharodon offered to heal me. And I said, keep your sword away from me. And she's like, fine, I'm not going to heal you then. Go.
And then I decided that this encounter was not going to end well, and even though my character is inherently good, like, I gotta play it out because I want them to have, like, a personality kind of like me, where they're kind of like a little shit, you know, kind of sarcastic and goofy, but inherently good person. So I knew that if I didn't heal her, or someone didn't heal her, that she was probably gonna die while we tried to escape this giant camp, especially after Spencer decided to wake everybody up and light the frickin' tent on fire.
Zigx, our
So
resident.
I decided I needed to wait until she ran past me because I'm blind as hell because I do not have low light vision at all. So I am blind like Mark. I could see like a small circle around me. So I waited for her to run past, and then I tried to, like, I was gonna like sneakily touch her and give her health so she wouldn't notice, but I rolled like a 4. So she totally caught me, and I just like slapped her on the ass like reassuringly and said, surprise. And I gave her 5 HP.
Wait, was that 4 that you rolled a sneaking or stealth check?
It was just Todd just wanted me to roll just a nat 20 to see if I could do it, like not like with a skill necessarily. He just wanted a D20 roll. So
Did he tell you what it was for, or what was?
no,
it?
he just said roll a d20 and I'll let you know if you can do it. Because I held the action until she snuck past me.
Oh,
Or
okay.
walked past me. And
And
then
but you were trying to do it like sneaky.
Yeah, I was kind of
Yeah.
trying to be stealthy because you didn't want me to do it, and I thought it'd be hilarious if I could be like, haha, I got you anyway or something.
Yeah.
And it just was too obvious, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Can
So
I still
really
do
bad
it if I'm
recap.
obvious and
You
save
didn't
some
want me to
focus?
do it, but I wanted to see if I could do it anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
1 second, I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Almost saved her.
It did save me from one swipe, but unfortunately I was surrounded by like 3 dudes and I ended up on the ground anyway, which is where I always end up. It's whatever. That came out wrong. I'll be right
With
back.
Mark closely behind.
That was a good time. There was a good amount of fighting for a lot of running away.
Oh god, yes. I love how like I just like chopped the dude's head off and looked at the other guy, and he just like didn't even bother, and I walked away. He didn't even take an attack of opportunity. That was my favorite.
That was pretty good. My favorite was when I told or showed my kobold
Oh
what was
god.
going to happen to it if it disobeyed me.
God, your kobold, I love that. Like, your kobold's gonna be a really funny addition. Like, that
It's
Stockholm
not going to do
syndrome.
anything for me in combat. It's probably just going to, like, hold stupid shit like med supplies.
Oh, yeah.
You're keeping it?
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
Stockholm syndrome, he's trying to get it to fall in love with him.
Okay, I don't think that you were paying attention yesterday when we were in chat and discussing it. So Ak has this ability where he can mind link with anything that can understand a language. And so Ak and I are teaming up, and I'm gonna say shit to Ak in his mind link and say it out loud in Infernal, and then he's gonna implant it directly into my kobold's mind. So we're gonna like teach it how to understand what I'm saying. And
It's pretty smart.
and then also, I'm going to get my kobold drunk on all of our long rests, and then just cast illusions of its past and kind of implant them in their head. But like, it'll be like terrible situations where it's like, I'm a kobold out in the rain, and like, oh, this tiefling came and like gave me an umbrella. He should be my best friend.
Oh my god. So you're implanting false memories into him.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Brainwashing.
Yes.
It's amazing. I feel like this is just gonna add a great role-playing angle to your character. It's gonna be beautiful.
I also don't find anything totally wrong with what I'm doing.
By the way, this is a little off topic, but that belch, I noticed that was like your opening thing for one of your videos, and it was pretty amazing.
I've tried to, like, not tried, but I've noticed I've done it in at least once in all of my videos so far. It's almost like,
it's like signature.
yeah, it's almost like an Easter egg. Like, when is she gonna, like, obnoxiously and rudely belch in the middle of this video? Who knows?
So we're looking forward. We're going to take a break next week from D&D, but the week after we're going to come back with all of us are going to level up to level 3. Spencer, after taking my bear pheromone concoction that I made for him at the beginning of this last chapter,
Nice.
will go to sleep and wake up with a bear in his bed. He's
That's
already
pretty
thanked me for it.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I'm also currently in Roll20, and Zigx is just fucking around with the bear.
Of course he is.
That's funny.
Zigx is our ranger, who's about to get a bear. His one goal in life. Did we already talk about this?
I don't think so, but he's
Not
been
this
looking
part,
for a
or
bear
just-
since Chapter 1. I have, in fact, made bear toys for him during our times together. He and I are best friends.
Yeah, so his icon on Roll20 is a picture of, like, this really, really hot chick, like, dressed in, like, fur with, like, a bear. And I thought at the beginning that he was a female ranger, and he's like, no, it's a picture of my wife and her bear. So I need to find a bear so that our bears can mate while we mate. And that's his driving force in this game.
It's glorious.
I mean, it's
Majestic.
a pretty noble cause, in my opinion.
Majestic, I think that's the right word, yeah.
Yeah, majestic is a good way to explain it. We did do a lot of cool things after this last week's session between the DM and I, where we figured out how to make our own macros for Roll20, and some really great things have happened. Heather, have you worked on any of yours at all, or?
I have not worked on mine. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
For
Or
what?
in any case, I'll implant a picture right here of it, or later I will when you're
Wait,
done
what's
talking
happening?
about
I'm confused.
So you weren't here for it, but like I made, you know how like Heather uses all of her macros and she says shit whenever she like tries to attack or damage
Yeah,
people.
I think that's cool.
We took it a step further, and figured out how to make a macro that looks exactly like the stuff that comes off your character sheet,
Oh, nice.
and you can pretty much make it say anything you want, and it's fantastic. Some
Nice.
of mine, like I prepared one for my kobold. Uh, the macro for me is called like reprimand slave. Um, the title that everybody else gets to see is bitch slap. My character,
Wow.
the the damaging types are unarmed, pimp mode, strong hand, and the secondary header is just keeping hoes in line.
That's
Um,
beautiful.
the emote embedded within it is shed single tear because my character cares. In reprimand slave, I grab a hold of my slave, Abradolf Winkler, by the collar and strikes it with my pimp hand. That's straight out of Rick and Morty, by the way. I can
I
pull
know,
damage
I've heard that
1 to
before.
2, but it also has an emotional damage roll of 1 to 5.
Emotional damage.
And it also has a feelings and obedience, which is many in total, respectively, and then much guilt for everybody, and then a regret level roll from like 1 to 6.
Oh my god.
It's pretty in depth. I really enjoy it.
You know what I
Uh,
love? Speaking of D&D, this is the day I learned what chaotic neutral was and how alignments work in D&D and how Paul likes to stab his fish in the eye. But no, like pretty much what happened is we went on a quest. These farmers promised to pay us with like golden riches. This quest was like a real pain in the butt. Like it was bad. And we get back and the guy decides that he's going to pay us in turnips. And we were pissed. And he had like a chest full of treasure that we knew about in his house. So I decided I was going to sneak in and steal his treasure because the bastard still owed us money. So I went in and I got caught in the process and I attempted to silence the guy, but I accidentally killed him. And then his wife woke
Rookie
up,
mistake.
and then his wife woke up, and I was like, if you don't be quiet, I'm gonna do this to you. And she screamed, so then I had to kill her.
It sounds
Uh,
like the control really spiraled out.
it really did, and that's when I went from chaotic neutral to chaotic evil. I didn't know that's how it worked. It was a
That's
bad day.
what you did. Sounds a lot like what everybody does in like Skyrim at one point or another, where it's like, I want this, and they're like, hey, you can't take, and you just like, then they're dead, and then all their stuff is yours now. So
Yeah, I did get a baller chest piece out of it, and then like
worth
I
it?
wanted to get it appraised, and uh, I still don't agree with how this happened. I think Shotson was just butthurt that I got it because he didn't want me to have it. So I went to go get it appraised, and he's like, "Well, they knew you stole it." I was like, "How do they know I stole it? No one is alive. I left no survivors. How would they know? How do they know I didn't just buy it?" Like,
I mean, were you in the same town?
yeah,
Okay, well then,
known.
all right, story time. All right, they have family, they have friends in the area. It's probably out in some rural country where they have. They go to
Okay.
check on them. All of a sudden, what's missing? We're gonna take stock here. Did they get that chest of money that we know they have because we've been keeping an eye on them? We want to keep them. We want to be in their good favor. So when they die, we get that money, so they know they have stock
Okay,
of it.
okay.
Okay? And then they're
Got
like,
it.
"Yo, authority, what? Are you making fun of my storytelling?
I was actually looking at Paul's hat.
Did you hear him?"
Yeah, he loves
Yeah.
my hat.
So, I mean, people could have known and then reported to the authorities what was taken. I mean, that's what happens in, like, literally, I need to take this half. It's really itchy.
It's fine. Pick it up.
Take it up. Take
Ugh.
it up.
That's what happens in Skyrim a lot. When you go to, like, When you go to like sell stuff that you stole, they're like, "You stole this."
Who sells things in Skyrim?
I do.
I hoard
I also hoard.
What do you hoard?
Everything?
I do not. You guys, is there like something specific? Like I know most people hoard books. I don't hoard books.
I hoard books,
I hoard cool weapons. That's really about it.
weapons, spoons. I used to use that because you could build like staircases out of spoons.
Children.
What?
It was a glitch.
Children.
Children.
How do you hoard
Khajiit.
children?
Any Khajiit. Yeah,
Oh my god, I was a Khajiit. Loved
I
it.
wasn't. So it was
That's why I
very
was a
much a
hoarder.
race thing.
I had my wares.
That makes sense. See, the only thing I ever hoarded was skulls, and I decorated my whole house with every skull I came across, which ended up being really inconvenient because
I literally only decorated my places with children. Because you could become a parent, you could adopt them, and I would just adopt them and send them.
Some of the expansions you could.
oh, I must not have had that one or something.
That was
'cause-
so good.
Don't you love it how you like spend all this time decorating your house and then one day you go in and it looks like literally there was a hurricane in your home and just shit everywhere.
I spent more time trying to put shit back where it was supposed to go in that game, and then you're like, here's my skull. Okay, I'm gonna very carefully set it. Everything explodes. Everything. I'm sorry I hit your chair.
It's just like, how does this even happen? It's like, does the game just not, it must not register where things are and then it freaks out and just is like,
You can do the dream analysis. Have you had any weird dreams lately?
Okay, I had a weird dream last night, but I'm trying to remember what it was. It was actually like a nightmare. Part of it. Okay, for some reason, I was living in a different apartment, and for some reason, my mom and her husband moved in with me, and it was horrible. It's almost like I went back in time. I was younger, but at the same time, I was still my own age, and they were talking about how they wanted me to like be part of their lives or something. I'm like, no, you left. Why do I care? You moved to Michigan like 10 years ago? I don't give a shit anymore. Like, so I was just irritated because they were like trying to be part of my life when I was too busy and I grew up already. Then it turned into like some weird vampire like hunter movie. Some of my friends were there and we were hunting like vampires. It was really dark, low light. Like we were searching the room with like this like white light, but then we switched to red because it was just easier to see for some reason.
Okay.
And then like there were like vampires coming out of the ceiling and out of the walls. And we had to like shoot them before they attacked us, and we couldn't really see. Then I ended up in a mansion somewhere that I was like living with some people and we were like scientists working on a weird project studying animals in the wild, like some marine biology thing. And then that's all of it I remember really. Oh wait, Vin Diesel was in it at the end.
Oh wait,
Did
Vin
you
Diesel,
recently
done.
Watch that Vin Diesel
Yeah.
movie?
That was fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, we were like racing and doing some weird thing. Like it was a combination of Triple X and Fast and the Furious. And then I woke up.
so you were a vampire hunter, a mad scientist, and a race car driver with Vin Diesel.
Yeah, it was more like a combination of like Triple X where they're like in the car when they're like trying to catch up with the big machine in the water, trying to stop like the evil Russian people. Like we were on a spy mission together.
Jesus. It starts out real and then gets better. Okay?
That's how my dreams go.
It was like your brain was like, man, dealing with this shit that is real, and then your brain's like, nah, theater of the mind. Let's do awesome things. Oh god, I don't even know where to start.
It sounds to me like the first part of your dream is very much you trying to get away from like where you have been. You don't want to be locked down by all these people who want different things from you when you want something from yourself. And then the vampire part is the all the possible scary things that could happen because you don't know what's coming, but you have to get through it, through the blood. And
Lots of shotguns.
and then being the mad scientist, you know what field you want to go into, and you know that it's going to take a lot of research and a lot of time, and maybe drive you mad, and maybe take you to a mansion, and then then you get to achieve your dreams of being a goddamn race car spy.
With Vin Diesel.
Yeah, with Vin Diesel. I think that's exactly what it sounds like to me.
Because he's a hot nerd. Like, he's both.
Yeah.
He's best of both worlds. He plays D&D. Come on.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Yes!
he also plays
He goes to
Magic.
Gen Con.
He plays Magic the Gathering.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Like I liked him before just because of his stupid roles in addition to his like badass roles. Like anybody that can do that, like The Rock, like anybody who will do both and doesn't take themselves like super seriously, like I'm a total fan of.
In other news, I just crit Koos in Roll20 with my groin grab, and the diagnosis is the loss of testicles.
That's unfortunate for him.
It is unfortunate for him. He has not said anything back. I don't know what he's doing. Why isn't he here? We love him. Do you have some phrases for us to try to say in our broadening horizons segment, Heather?
Oh.
Yes, I have things we can say. But the issue... So I guess this will make it even better. The issue is I found German phrases, and Miranda can tell us how good or bad we're doing. This is two things that are very similar, but not quite the same. Go, Paul, go.
Lang nicht gesehen. Lang
nicht
nichts voneinander gehört.
Okay, say it, Miranda.
Lang nicht geschen, lang nicht voneinander gehört, I believe. I don't know. I'm pretty close. I know that.
What
Okay,
does it mean?
do you have any idea what it means? I know it's probably a long time ago, but...
Not something, not something.
Yep, it's long time no see. And then the second one is
Oh.
long time no hear. Like, I haven't heard from you in a while kind of thing. Okay. Oh,
A
God.
freut mich dich kennen zu lernen.
Okay. I think I have a pretty good grasp on this one. Es freut mich dich kennen zu lernen.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What? Okay, how do you say it? You say it.
Es freut mich dich kennen zu lernen.
Kennen. I said kennen.
I don't know which one it is. I'd have to ask Oma.
All right, you do some, Paul, from whatever language you're gonna do.
What? Oh, I only had I didn't have anything actually prepared because I'm.
Oh, by the way, that means pleased to meet you.
I know how to swear in German.
Please enlighten us.
Well, one of the easy ones is like dumbass, dumas.
Dumas. Yeah, okay.
Oma
sure.
likes to say dumas Kamal, dumbass camel.
Is there a reason for the camel part?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. She said it once, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just something that they used to say in the
Is
olden
it-
days. I have no idea. But what is it? What's another one? Shizakov, shithead.
Shizakov. That's amazing.
Is there anything else that we wanted to translate and try to say?
I got nothing right now. I think we should do
Elvish?
the Spitfire questions.
Okay, you can do that then.
All right, Miranda. I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions, and you have to answer quickly. Okay?
Oh,
you
God.
can take your time like explaining it, but you can't like sit and try to think of like an answer. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, are you
Okay.
ready?
Ready.
First question: go to a play or a musical?
Music. Play.
A play. Okay. Have a margarita or a pina colada?
Margarita.
Rugrats or Doug?
Doug.
What have you always wanted?
To become a doctor.
Oh, okay. The next question was, did you ever get it? And you're working on it. Okay. What was your first thought when you woke up this morning?
What the fuck was I dreaming about?
Would you rather be ugly and live forever or be attractive and die in a year?
Ugly and live forever. Plastic surgery is an option.
Oh my god, right? Would you be willing to eat a bowl of crickets for $40,000?
Fuck yeah. 40,000. Crickets are good protein.
Sure, I've eaten cricket. It's their legs are like super spiny, and even though they're tiny, you can like feel them, and it's gross.
Yeah,
but-
like, I don't think I would enjoy it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's 40,000. I'll survive.
Yeah, right. All right, if you could wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else, who would you pick?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a ripped, like attractive female. I don't know. Some athlete, female athlete. I don't know.
Okay, that's cool. All right, what would you do? What'd you do that day?
Fucking walk around with some slutty ass outfit. Like, look at this.
So you're a closet
Yeah,
slut, is what you're telling me right now.
Yeah, probably.
I'm okay with that. If you
At
give me
least
any
from the
age,
outside.
okay, that's fair.
I'd be like a tease.
Oh, all right, all
Yeah,
right.
I'd be like, look what I got. You can't have it.
That's amazing. All right, if you could be any age for a week, what would it be?
I don't know. I'm fine with the age I am. I
You're
mean,
good? All right, that's cool.
I don't
All
think
right.
I want to be older. Maybe, I don't know, younger would be kind of boring. I'm good.
I feel
All
like
right.
eventually, until her death, she can be any age for like a year.
Oh my god.
Up until her death age.
I mean, I guess that's accurate. All right, if you could only have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh my god. Probably it would be probably pizza.
Pizza?
The
What kind? Oh, Giordano's?
Giordano's pizza.
Oh my god, right. Okay, I would literally die because there's so much cheese, but it's okay. It would be the rest of my life, which would be like a week, and I would die happy. I would be okay
Yep,
with that.
with Dr. Pepper
All right, yeah. Yeah,
or Mr. Pibb. Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
that's fine. All right, what cheers you up?
Laughing with my friends.
Yeah. What is the habit you are proudest of breaking or want to break?
Probably eating a lot of like eating greasy food and soda. I'm almost 100% done with that habit. I'm really happy because like eating healthy is pretty hard, but
Yeah.
now I've gotten to the point where I actually enjoy it.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah,
Nice.
like I literally eat kale. I'm weird.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
I know. I like it.
Whoa.
Gross.
Gross.
All right, if you could take any kind of dance lessons, what would they be? Like what
I would
style?
want to do
Can you say
the
twerking?
tango.
Oh.
Huh?
Still a T one. It's a good one.
He said, "Please say twerking." You don't know, but
No,
she's
I
actually a
wanna dance
professional
the-
twerker. She doesn't need
Oh.
lessons.
No twerking. No, thank you.
Shut up!
I just watched the Leroy Jenkins video from like way back in the day.
Oh my god.
God, it's so good.
All right, name the most terrifying moment of your life so far.
I thought I was gonna die from an elephant in Africa. That was literally less than 2 feet away from my. It's more like a foot away from my face. A very angry mother elephant.
Did I
That
ever send you
this
that elephant video from YouTube?
that little one. What?
You
What
would know what I'm talking about.
Oh, probably not. No, like we were on a safari thing, and they warned us beforehand. They're like, because they had a baby. If the female comes out or the elephants come out, don't move, don't talk, just sit there quietly. Because some of the male elephants were also known for taking their trunk, which was full of like cactus spikes and shit, and putting it on people's laps, and like you'd get like spikes in your lap. And I'm like, oh god, that's terrifying. And then they also were worried because the mother was very protective over her calf, and they were afraid, if you were too loud or something, you might, the elephant might try to grab you or hurt you. And this Asian chick we were with was really cool, except for the fact that she didn't seem to understand. I don't know if she was like, there was like a language barrier, but she kept talking to the baby elephant, like, oh, come here. And the mom was like coming up, like, she gave us the evil eye, like, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, shut up, they're right there. Like, everybody's like heart stopped.
Oh my god.
Like, I almost thought I was gonna die a couple times on that trip because I got back in the truck when the male rhino charged our group because I knew it was gonna come too. That was another event.
We do have one portion left other than the next time on our show. We have the word of the week now. And or the word of the segment, I guess, whatever podcasting we're doing. I think we're gonna go with clitorally. I think we'll throw that up with the video, so that you guys can see it in its wonderful written form.
Are you going to try to describe it verbally, or are we just going to end up writing it?
We'll just write it. You guys can think of your own descriptions for it.
Oh, I got
What
one.
does it mean to you? I think that next time we're gonna try to get Oxmom Grayley on here. Is that
Oh my
correct?
God.
That sounds fun.
Will she?
Probably.
Probably would.
She loves us.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she said happy birthday to Zig today before Rock did.
Yep.
I've never met his mom, or like on podcast or anything.
She's really, really nice.
She is very nice. We've stalked her on Facebook, and Lutz has hit on her for like hours at a time.
Also, her daughter.
Also, her
It's
daughter.
Lutz. If he didn't do at least one of those things, there would be something wrong with the world.
He's wrong with the world.
Well, yes. He has to be wrong with the world. There has to be an evil for there to be a good, Heather.
Oh my God! Please don't make him feel important.
That's so mean.
He put some pretty amazing pictures on your Facebook.
No. Do not. I'm editing all of this out because he's gonna think that any of that is okay.
He won't even ever listen to it.
You're not wrong. The day he lost my phone number was the best day of my life. Like, my phone was silent for a whole day. At one point, he had my phone number for, like, rating and whatever, and then, like, he lost it because his phone broke or something. And then I got a message on WoW or something, and he was like, "What's your phone number? I lost it." And I'm like, nah! Because he would constantly, like, send me stupid pictures and text messages. It was so obnoxious.
I remember that. I think I remember, like, because that's when he invited us out for, like, St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, that was actually fun. He doesn't remember that day.
He was so drunk, how
Doesn't
could he?
remember a lot of days.
That day was fun because he bought us just so many drinks.
We didn't pay for anything.
Oh man.
And then he got green dye everywhere.
Fucking asshole, dude. He got it on my kilt, he got it on my coat, he put it in my macaroni and cheese,
It was on the table.
it was on the table, it was on him, it was everywhere. Well, we got free drinks, so I guess it was worth it.
He had to come with
That
the
face. That face doesn't say it is worth it.
It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it.
Not worth.
I'm gonna go
It's too late.
and continue playing that game with the 3D titties.
What
With
game?
the 3D, the game with the 3D titties.
What game is that?
It's not Honey Pop, it's a different one.
No, it's on my 3DS, and I have the 3D on all the way up. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.